trying to hurry things along. Yo, we still have quite a bit of things, but in any case, if you don't manage to finish, we can always carry on next weekend or sometime during the week. I really will not mind. Let me just finish up on this function. hmm So what left? What is left? Or the position of the left paddle and right paddle. Specific points. So we'll clamp it at its Y position. It cannot go further than 0. Is that 0.0 or 0.0? 0.0. Yeah. Then screen. Screen.y minus paddle size. So mm, hmm. So just a moment. So we'll still clamp Control C, Control V. Yo, there's mhm. In my haste, there's something I seem to have been forgetting. Let me just confirm. Let me just confirm that real quick. Mhm. Just a minute as it loads, and it. So screen.y minus paddle size.y dot y. So that's the only thing that was missing. Okay. I guess at this point we can just save and we can try and run the game, see see what we have so far. Oh, it's saying oh, so the score label is not a color rectangle. The score label is a label. That's the problem there. Oh yeah, yeah. So there's our game, and we have the left paddle here. The right paddle is supposed to appear, but we have a center line, and so on and so forth. So not so bad. Not so bad. For the moment. So this is as far as we're going to be able to go today. Then next time, if there is a next time, we should be able to finish up on the game. We don't have so much so much code left remaining. We just have maybe two other functions, and that will be that. So at this point, I'd like to hand it over back to Serena. And among the things, Serena, I'd like you to tackle is maybe when you can have our final session to finalize on this game.
Okay, so I think maybe you could do the Q&A, anyone with questions for the remaining time.
Okay, sure, no problem. Anybody with questions? Hey, yo, you guys were so many. There's over 30 people in the chat, like in the video. Hey, thank you very much. Hope I wasn't too boring. I'm just seeing the.
Is there anyone with questions? Okay. Let's start.
Thank you very much, guys, for the claps.
Okay, I joined a little bit late. I was asking which program do you use to develop the game?
Godot. We're using Godot. Let me just share my screen once more. Let me just share my screen once more so that you guys can see what we're working with. And it's Godot version 4.6. Let me just share. So there we go. It's Godot. Just get rid of this. And the version, it says down here 4.6.2. But the 0.2 is not really. Don't worry too much about it. The important thing is that it's version 4.6. Any other questions?
Yes, there is a question in the chat, and it says, "What language is that?"
The language is called. I mentioned this at the beginning. I think Crispinus had asked. It's called GD script. I'm typing it in the chat. That's the name of the language. It's called GD script, but it's heavily influenced or heavily carried from Python. So the makers of Godot were heavily inspired by Python and GD script. If you're familiar with Python, then you'll have an easy time with GD script. Yeah, and as we all know, as far as Python goes, Python is a very beginner-friendly language. So the same can be said for GD script. It's very beginner-friendly.
I think there was one more question from James Maina.
James, you're muted.
Yes.
James, you wanted to say something? Your microphone is on mute. And again, pardon if you can hear any noise coming through the microphone. I was attending a function, and yeah, people downstairs are busy having a good time. Apologies for any music that you may be hearing coming through. Yes, Desmond, you have a request? Go ahead.
You're muted, or you can also just type your request in the chat.
Yes. So right now it's not in its completed form, but that's something I'll discuss with Serena, and you'll be able to download the full project with all the assets and all the code from maybe her website. We'll see how to go about it. Maybe Serena will communicate that with you guys at a later date. But yes, once we're done, maybe we can plan for one extra session. During that session, we'll be able to get done with the code for the Pong game. Then after that, we'll have somewhere where you can download the game, download the source code, and play around with it on your end, change a few variables here and there. All right, cool. Karibu sana, Desmond. When creating the project, which renderer do I prefer? I'm not sure what that means, but as far as the engine, we're using Godot game engine, and we're using it's a 2D game that we're making. It is a bit too complex for a beginner level, so we're just using the 2D renderer. Pauline Chege has a question. Oh, I think Pauline. So it was mobile. When you're setting up the project settings, it was the mobile renderer. Because at this point we are more so targeting deploying our games to mobile. I hadn't quite understood your question, but yeah, that's it, Pauline. And nice to see that we have ladies interested in coding and game development. This is very, very encouraging. In class, I usually have like the ratio is maybe 80% guys, ladies are at 20%. It's really good to see that we have ladies interested in game development. All right, Serena, maybe you can. There's no more questions, comments. You can.
Okay. So we will schedule another meeting. I think I'll communicate to Esther from Astrocode. We will give an overview of what to expect, the links, and everything.
All right, sounds.
And thank you guys for joining. We're sure we'll do more sessions.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much for having me, for making time to come and listen to my boring voice. Hopefully we'll do this again soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, let me end the call.